Friends, this is Anand Pai from Academy in Pursuit of Engineering Excellence. Today we will continue our series on fluid mechanics in that chapter 3 fluid kinematics. Today we will see continuity equation in cylindrical coordinates. In the previous videos we have seen Cartesian coordinate system. We have derived the continuity equation in integral as well as differential form. Now when we say cylindrical coordinate system, there are three axes. One is the radial one, which is r, angular one or tangential one, which is theta, and the axial one or the z direction. Okay, so now I am saying it radial, tangential and axial, thinking in mind turbo machines. Okay, this is one of the things I have in my mind. So when you say turbo machine, you will have an axial direction, tangential direction and the radial direction. That is the way I am imagining it. Okay, so now let us go further. Now let us recall how did we derive continuity equation in Cartesian coordinate system in the differential form. What we saw what is the net rate of mass accumulation in each directions, which is got by difference between the mass flow rate which is coming in and what is going out, and that rate of mass accumulation should be equal to the rate of mass accumulation of the whole control volume. So the same approach we will see for our cylindrical coordinates. So let us see first one, mass accumulation in the radial or r direction we will see first. Excuse me. So now this is the element or the control volume, the differential element that we are taking into consideration. It has r d theta, dz and dr as the dimensions, and it is given by a, b, c, d and e, f, g, h. Now here in the radial direction, the area which is perpendicular to the radial velocity is shaded there. So the mass flow rate into the control volume through phase a, b, c, d is given by rho into Vr. Vr is the radial component of velocity into r d theta dz. This r d theta dz is the area. Okay, that would be my mass flow rate into the control volume. What is the mass flow rate out of the control volume through the phase E, F, G, H? Now this would be rho Vr r d theta dz, which is original, plus the change when it goes from r to r plus dr. That would be dou by dou r into rho Vr r d theta dz, that quantity, how much changes, what is the rate of change into the distance, that is dr. This gives us. Now here we have to keep in mind velocity would change, Vr would change as well as r would change, although d theta and dz wouldn't change. So we can take out d theta and dz out of that differential one. Okay, but r, since it's a function of r is a function of r only, so dou by dou r we cannot take it outside. So now this particular case, now when you say the mass accumulation, that is what is going out minus going in, that is what I am taking. So that would be minus dou by dou r into rho Vr r d theta dz into dr. Here this can be written as 1 by r minus 1 by r dou by dou r into rho Vr r into dv. Now dv is got by saying r d theta dz into dr. Now here, since that r which is inside the control volume, inside the differential thing here, this r cannot be taken outside. So to compensate for this dv and this one r, this can be taken out like this. Okay, but this r cannot be taken out because this is a function of r. So this has to be here, dv is equal to r d theta dz. So to compensate for that, we have this 1 by r. Okay, so this is the mass accumulation in the r direction. Similarly, we will see the mass accumulation in the tangential theta direction. Now here if you see the phases which is relevant here is marked in blue. Okay, so the mass flow rate into the control volume B, C, G, F is given by rho V theta dr into dz. Now the mass flow rate out of the control volume ADHE is given by rho v theta dr dz plus the change which is dou by dou theta into rho v theta dr dz into d theta. So what is the net accumulation in the theta direction? It is given by minus dou by dou theta into rho Vr dou r dr dz into d theta. Now dr dz into d theta can be dz can be taken out, and when you divide multiply by r and divide by r, we'll get volume there. So this dv is the volume. This particular thing is the volume here. So dv is equal to r d theta dz dr. Since this r is accommodated here, so there has to be one r, so that the previous one comes. Okay. So this is the mass accumulation in the theta direction. Now let us see in the axial direction. Now in the axial direction, the relevant surfaces are marked in blue. So the mass flow rate in the control volume through ABFE is given by rho into Vz into r d theta dr, and the mass flow rate out of the control volume through the phase DCGH is given by rho into Vz r d theta dr plus dou by dou z, that is the change, rho Vr r d theta dr z. Now here if you observe, here we can take r d theta dr outside, correct, because it is not a function of z. Okay, so now the mass accumulation in the z direction is given as minus dou by dou z into rho Vz r d theta dr into dz. Now as I said, I can take r d theta dr into dz as the volume. So the volume comes out here, dv. So this is equal to minus dou by dou z rho Vz dv, okay, where dv is equal to r d theta dz into dr. Okay, so now let us see the mass accumulation inside the control volume. That must be equal to the sum of the mass accumulation from each direction. So what is the rate of mass accumulation in the control volume? That is given as d by dt into rho into v, and that can be written as, since volume we are taking it as constant, we can take this is equal to dou rho by dou t into dv. Now this will come as dou rho by dou t into dv, that can be equal to the mass accumulation from each direction. So now this can be, this particular first one is the radial direction. What is the mass accumulation in the radial direction plus the tangential direction plus the axial direction. Now here the volume can be cancelled from all the sides here. This volume gets cancelled, and I am taking these three things on the other side. So when I do that, I get this particular equation where dou rho by dou t plus 1 by r dou by dou r rho vrr plus 1 by r dou by dou theta into rho v theta plus dou by dou z into rho vz is equal to 0. Now what we are doing is, we will just expand this. So when we expand that, we get this way. This continuity equation here becomes dou by dou rho, and since we have expanded this we have expanded into this part. Okay, so dou by dou r into rho vr plus vr by r, this is an additional part which comes. Okay, it plus 1 by r dou by dou theta into rho v theta plus dou by dou z into rho vz is equal to 0. This is the continuity equation in cylindrical coordinate system. Very, very, very important. Okay, so I hope you have understood these, students. Any further doubts, you can put it in the comments, and kindly subscribe my channel, click the bell icon so that you will get further notification, and best of luck for your exams. Thank you very much, students.